brand new Kiwanis Club in Grass Lake. We welcome Kiwanians, past Kiwanis Governor Larry Memmer, and Kiwanis International past Governor as well, and member of the Board of Trustees, Linda Lauder. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for joining you.
So you guys, and it's Linda Lauder.
Yes, sir.
And you have been connected, obviously, with the Kiwanis Club since you've risen throughout the ranks to
Right.
management.
Right.
But you've got brand new club you are getting underway in Grass Lake. How'd this come about?
Well, I was international membership chair for internationally for the last year, and with that, I traveled to a lot of different districts around North America primarily, and opened Kiwanis clubs. That was what I loved to do: go out and meet people and organize them. So my goal has always been, I always have wanted a club in Grass Lake, and I've always been kind of told it's too small. You can't do that. You know, it's always, and I always said no. I think I can do it. So I finally had some time this year to devote to it, and so we went after it, and we've had wonderful reception of the community. The community has been behind it, and it's going to be a good club.
And you've already been able to tell the naysayers that they were wrong.
Yeah. Well, I don't really tell them that, but
But you got a nice turnout for your very first.
yeah, we had a great meeting. Probably 35 or 40 people. Our membership looks like it's going to settle in to start with, probably about 30. And the Jackson Kiwanis Club is what we call the sponsoring club, which will help coach this club and help it through its infancy for the first couple of years, and we'll keep it so that we can continue to do some things, and we'll also do some projects with the Kiwanis Club of Jackson. So
Well, congratulations on a great start. Now, Linda, you're also a Kiwanian, but as Larry with a different club, and you're with what club?
So I'm actually a member of two clubs, fairly local, with the Ypsilanti and the Belleville clubs. And the Belleville club, I had the pleasure of helping to open that club about 6 years ago. And it's doing a wonderful job, and so excited to see the Grass Lake Club get off the ground. Ypsilanti Club has been in existence for 102 years. And almost since the beginning of Kiwanis, when Kiwanis started in 1915.
Nice.
So 108 years now of that club, starting in Detroit with its very first club. And the Detroit club still operates today and does the great work that it does in that community.
Cool. And Larry's with Chelsea
Club.
Kiwanis Club. And here in Jackson, our club's been here for over 100 years.
Right,
too.
Yes.
right. They had their 100th anniversary a few years ago. You're correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, we've got people interested in being in a service club, a lot of choices. What's the selling point for Kiwanis?
I think one of the main selling points for Kiwanis is that it is very hands-on. It's very community-driven. While we have an international organization, and we're in 80 countries and territories, we also focus right down in on the local communities. So the members of the community are looking at the things that are important to their community for their children. So the motto or the line is improving the lives of children, one child in one community at a time. And so they really focus on that hands-on component, not so much necessarily big dollars clubs for many of them, but really getting into the community and doing the supportive work that needs to be done.
Cool. So there's a need in Grass Lake?
Yes, there is a need in Grass Lake. We don't really have a true service club. We have a Lions Club, but a sportsman's club, but we don't have a true service club that deals with the youth. And part of our programming is, and I work with the superintendent at Grass Lake Schools, is that we have programs to help mentor students all the way from K-kids, which we call them in the preschools, up through high school. And our high school is called the Key Club, and that is one of the largest self-run organizations around. They even outnumber the Kiwanians in the world. So we're actually excited about doing some things within the school, and our superintendent is very much interested in making sure that we can do that and to bring those students doing things in their schools back into the community to do things in the community.
So Key Club has over 200,000 members
Yikes.
across the world. Very large student organization. And Kiwanis is a bit smaller than that in our adult membership, but for the youth participation, it's very large and very, very helpful to the communities and to the children learning leadership and service.
Now, there's already members, but there's room for more.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We actually set our meetings. We're going to meet twice a month on Monday nights, and it's going to be at the Methodist Church in Grass Lake, except for the meeting on this Monday, which is where we're planning to meet, but we haven't got everything worked out with the Methodist Church yet, so we're going to be meeting at Whistle Stop like we did last week for this week's Monday's meeting. But we're excited about some things that Grass Lake needs. It needs help with. They do a lot of things for their community, Heritage Days, and they do the music in the parks. Some of those types of programs that need help, need volunteers and need help, and that's what we hope to be able to fill that need, working with some of those projects that are going on in the community.
Well, that I'm sure will be good news to some of those folks who are doing overtime on some of those.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, you've also got connections, as you mentioned, Jackson Kiwanis, but the Kiwanis Children's Fund and the Kiwanis of Michigan Foundation. Tell us about that connection.
So in 1939, a philanthropic organization was formed within Kiwanis International to bring funds to programs for the children. And so there are a lot of sponsorships, there are scholarships, and different ways that people's money going to that fund at International goes out into projects or needs across the world. In Michigan, we have the Michigan Foundation, where the monies that they take in through our giving and the general public's giving goes to the Children's Hospital's family programs within the children's hospitals in Michigan. And there's not any of us who have not been touched by one of the children's hospitals in some way.
It's a great mission. I know there's no upper age limit to the Kiwanis
No, there
Club.
is not.
But is there a minimum age?
Well, I guess 18. I guess you need to be
Men and women 18 plus.
Yeah. And we also have what we call a standalone program, which is called an action club, which is physically and mentally disabled adults. Yeah. So that we usually try to partner with a church or some other organization in the community to support those needs, and there are those needs. So we do a lot. I'm familiar with the St. Louis Center in Chelsea, or between Chelsea and Grass. We support what we call an action club there that helps to do projects and do things with them and provide transportation.
Amazing relationships
Right.
you build with the young adults that are in the action clubs. They just never forget you, and you just become a part of their life and them a part of yours. Very much a part of what Kiwanis is.
Well, it sounds like exciting times for Grass Lake as a new Kiwanis Club is launched to serve. And if you want to be in it, just show up.
Yep, show up Monday night, 6:30 at the Whistle Stop. We'll have another organizational meeting. We have organizational papers ready to send in, so we are going to be organized and official, and we'll start to plan our charter celebration at some point down the road.
Nice. Now, this says Grass Lake United Methodist Church. It's at the Whistle Stop for Monday only.
Right, correct.
And you can find us on Facebook.
Yep, we have a Facebook page, so.
Good luck with the new club.
Okay, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thanks for joining us.
From the Kiwanis, in brand new Kiwanis in Grass Lake, Linda Lother and Larry Memmer. Well, we're getting close to the